segment sponsored by Mears and Associates.
Well, last week, of course, there was celebration as the stock market rose fast and far. Then, of course, it started the decline as we ended the week. Ups and downs. In this week's Financial Corner, we talk about protecting yourself from potential losses. And here to do that, we've got Mark Mears back with us, of course, from Mears and Associates. Great to have you.
Good to see you, Amy. Good to be here.
Great way to start off a Monday, a little financial talk.
Well, the election's over and we're still here, so.
And of course, as we saw, immediately the response on
Yes.
Wall Street. So it goes high and then bounces back, and that's kind of the story of the market.
That's correct. Well, you know, there's an old financial saying, it's not what you earn, it's what you keep.
Right.
So our message today is for people that have money in the market, and most people have money in the market through their 401ks or IRAs. If you're 55 or older and the market's at an all-time high, especially in your account, is there a way to lock those gains in case the market goes the other direction? And the answer is there is a concept that'll work. You have to talk to your HR person or whoever your advisor is. You can move the money inside of your account into cash. And by doing that, if there is a sudden drop in the market, you basically locked in all your gains. If you're 35 or 45 years old, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But if you're around my age and so forth, it can make a big deal. Because if the market drops really fast and we don't know what it's going to do, it could take years for it to come back up.
And of course, when you're in a 401 and you're still working for that same company, you're sort of continuing on that same path.
That's correct. And what's sad, I've talked to some people that they don't even know that's an option. They think if the market goes up, that they're just at the mercy if it goes down again, but that's not true. Within your 401k, and it's generally not taxable to do this, you can move from one investment account to one that's safe and not volatile.
And you mentioned talking with your HR department. I know that's when we talk about Mark Mears and Associates, you're kind of just offering this advice to kind of let people know that there are options.
Yes, and we would love to talk to people, but we don't want them to do anything that's not in their best interest. But the market, long term, it's at an all-time high, and it's not rocket science. What goes up must come down. But there is positive feelings, cautiously optimistic that the market is going to hold its own. And as far as interest rates go, there's a feeling the winds are blowing toward interest rates continuing somewhat to decline. And I think most people would agree that that's true. So if someone's thinking about getting in a fixed locked interest rate, now might be a good time to discuss that, because a lot of annuity and CD rates the day after Trump was elected declined. So now can be a good time to lock those rates in.
And of course, you always hear the word diversify.
Diversify, yes. You know, not all your eggs in one basket. You know, one of the first rules of investing, and I believe this, never invest in anything that you do not understand. You know, make sure that you have a ground floor understanding. Just because it looks good and everybody else says it's good, you've got to be able to explain it and understand it before you put your money into it. And you know, a lot of people say a good advice for the stock market is buy when everybody's selling and sell when everybody's buying.
Go backwards.
So, that's right.
All right, well, some great information. Obviously, a lot happening. We'll be continuing to watch that. If you would like to get a hold of Mark, you can do that. Of course, Mears and Associates, their office is right there in Kingsport on Fort Henry Drive, and you can also check out the website for more information. Mark, thanks for joining us.
It's good to be here, Amy.
The preceding segment sponsored by Mears and Associates.